Have you recently picked up the violin and it sounds like a herd of dying cats every time you try to play? Well, in today's video, we're going to talk about how to go from a super scratchy sound to a smooth, beautiful tone. Hi and welcome. I'm Ariadna and this is Mindful Strings, where I help you learn the violin on your own time and love your every practice that you can fit seamlessly into your busy life. If you want to shave years off of your violin learning journey, then let's get started. To make a beautiful sound on the violin, you need to know a few things about the relationship between the bow and the string. Since the bow is the voice of the violin, this is where our focus lies today. There are a few important components to know. 1, how much bow you're going to use. 2, where in the bow you're going to play. 3, how fast you're going to be moving the bow. And 4, how much weight or pressure is going to come down into the string. I'm careful with using the word pressure because I don't want you to tense up and press down on the string. It's more about using the weight of the bow itself and then adding weight of your own arm to change the sound. If you are coming up with really scratchy, unpleasant sound, chances are you're moving the bow too slowly and pressing way too hard. Does that sound familiar? You may notice that if you maintain the pressure but move the bow quickly, it's likely to produce a fairly loud, full sound that is clean. Or if you are to continue moving the bow slowly, but release some of that weight on the string, the sound will also clear up. If you're just beginning, I wouldn't recommend starting at the frog, especially if you are learning the violin on your own time without an in-person teacher who could tweak things in the moment. Start by going in the middle of the bow, resting it on the string, right in between the bridge and the fingerboard, holding it very lightly. You can even just use your thumb and middle finger, and just making short strokes using just the weight of the bow itself, not adding anything from the arm, going back and forth a couple of inches. This will give you an idea of what is kind of the neutral sound that your instrument is able to make. Once you get a little bit more comfortable with that, you can lower the rest of the fingers on the bow hold. Again, no squeezing here, and extend that a few inches. When you're comfortable making that sound and playing in the middle of the bow, we can move on to the next step. A quick side note is that I am very excited to announce that I'm opening a waitlist for my online violin course. So if you're interested in that, please go ahead and sign up with the link down below. It's important to start each note with a clean, full sound. To achieve that, we want to grab the string with the bow here and then kind of release the pressure just enough so that the string gets to vibrate. It would sound like this. So if you listen carefully, what you'll hear in the beginning of each note is something like that. It's like I'm hooking the string with the bow hair. I'm doing this by adding just a little bit extra weight and super quick speed to get that bite. And the second the bite happens, I relieve the weight so that it's not pressing too hard. Unless, of course, I'm planning to move the bow really quickly, then I can keep more weight on it. If I don't release the pressure, then once again, I'm going to choke the sound and we're going to end up at square one with that scratchy herd of cats. Practicing getting a consistent sound, both down bow and up bow, by creating that little click is going to save you years of practice, because what you can do next is apply that practice to whatever song or piece you're working on by playing each note with a clean start, breaking in between, and then putting it back together at speed. I'll show you what that looks like. Now, that B sounded a little bit too scratchy for me, so I would practice getting to it cleaner. Something like that. I might do that for a while before I put it all together. After a while, what this produces is a very clean, clear, fast passage. If you are mindful and intentional about every single note you're playing, the result is going to be effortlessly beautiful. So don't waste time repeating things over and over, playing with bad sound or out of tune. Slow down, focus, and treat every note with extensive care. That was a phrase from one of my favorite teachers, and it really stuck with me. I hope this was helpful. If you have any questions, please drop them down in the comments below, and happy mindful practicing, and I'll see you next time.